Welcome to Northeastern Technical College. My name is Mr. Ming Chen. Welcome to our mini video series on fractions. So in this video, I want to show you very basic understanding of fractions. So let's start with what a fraction is. Fraction pretty much means part over the whole, where the fraction bar representing the division sign. All right, so what we're having is a part divided by a whole. So the number on top is called a numerator, which is also the dividend when it comes to division. Denominator, which is the number in the bottom for the whole, is also called a divisor. So for example, if I ever have a fraction like a 3 over 4, that can be also viewed as 3 divided by 4, where 3 is the dividend, 4 is your divisor. Now, when we write 3 over 4 as a long division, the dividend always go in the inside. The divisor, it goes on the outside. So most people know 3 over 4 is the same as 0.75 or 3/4, which is 0.75 as well. All right. So just make you aware that fraction is nothing but a division, okay? Or we're just changing names rather than call them dividend, divisor. Now we call them numerator and denominators. There are two types of fraction. Proper fraction versus improper fraction. Proper fraction is where the numerator, the part, is less than the denominator or the whole, like a 3 over 4, for example. Improper fraction is where the numerator, the part, is going to be greater than the denominator, the whole. Then that creates what we so-called the improper fraction. All right. So be aware that fraction is not something that people only sing in the math class. Fraction is actually quite very common in our daily lives. For example, if you bought a large pepperoni pizza and cut it into 8 slices, you actually ate 5 of those slices. So what fraction of the pizza did you eat? So if I highlight 5 of them eating by one person, then or by you, then you have eaten 5 slices out of 8. All right. So that's an example for a fraction. Example like involving with money, like $25 or a quarter, okay, is what part of $100, or a quarter is what part of $1. So when we're dealing with money, okay, we are actually using fraction wordings without even knowing that we are talking about fractions. So $25 is what part of $100? So that would be 25 over 100, which you after we learn how to reduce fraction, you will know that this is the same as 1/4. So $25 is a quarter of $100. Believe it or not, percent is actually fractions. We use percent a lot in our daily lives. For example, such as contribute 10% of the gross income to retirement. 10%, most people think of it as 0.1 when we do some math problems, but most people actually know 10% is the same as 1/10 or a tenth. Okay, so if you read 0.1 correctly, this is actually read as 1/10, which is 1 over 10. So percent is basically fraction. So when we go shopping and we see 50% off, 50% off simply also means I'm getting half off. Okay, 50% is half. So percentage oftenly can be viewed as a fraction. All right, reading measurements. Maybe you measure something that is 3 1/8 of an inch. So if you write it out, 3 1/8 of an inch, so that will be 3 1/8 of an inch. So that actually creates what we so-called a mixed number. Believe it or not, mixed number is an improper fraction as well. Okay, we'll talk about that in a different video. So I just want to kind of let y'all be aware of the naming of the fractions and some examples that we use on a daily basis where fraction is also involved. All right, that will conclude this video. Thank you for watching.